Got these replacement headlights because of course it's an English car, so it was part of the registration process here in France. In Europe you have to swap over the headlights, so they're just angled slightly differently, because obviously these ones, it goes to the verge, which is on my left, which is straight into a driver's eyes coming the other way. So I'll pop these on hopefully later today. I think, watch a quick video. These are quite simple to get to. This one's a bit awkward, but I think you're supposed to be able to get to it by reaching up under here through the plastic. We'll see. Otherwise you have to drop the bumper off, but see how that goes later. So this is a drill I've had quite a few years now. It's brushless, which I didn't know what that really meant when I got it, other than obviously it hasn't got brushes, but it's been absolutely amazing. You know, I've used it for things I shouldn't really, like having stirrers in it for mixing up buckets of cement. What's nice, it's also small enough to get into small corners and things. It's got a light on the front, which you think, yeah, whatever, and then you're underneath a sink or something. That's really, really helpful. Super, nice and strong, not too heavy, charges quite quickly. So anyway, so that's an Erbauer. So I've gone for replacement with the same thing before that one dies, because then this one will stay going as like a second one, which I can use for other stuff, but maybe a bit less demanding. So I got myself this one, which is kind of the same thing. A bit of luck anyway. Oh, that's a bit bright. And here we have it. It's a bit plasticky, the case, but you've got two batteries with longer duration. They're 4 amp hours. This one was 2, but it is nice and light. But if this gets too heavy, you can buy the 2 amp hour battery still, should go on there. And is that a quality fit under there? So that gap? You never know with these things. I mean, sometimes, you know, the older ones are sort of better made, but it's a risk you have to take, isn't it? At what point do they realise that if it wears out quicker, it's a better seller? And at what point do they try and build a name by having good quality? There's a huge charger, twice the size of the old charger. Why is that so full of space, you know? Anyway, we've got that one, give that a go, and also got myself one of these. Which I haven't had before. I tried one a few years ago, just very, very briefly, and it seemed really loud, like to the point where you kind of, you almost needed the ear defenders to use it, and then that becomes a problem, because do you put the ear defenders on, or do you not really bother because you're just putting in a couple of screws, and then what have you in the meantime done to your hearing? That's quite sweet, isn't it? So my thinking is, by just buying this one raw, I can use one battery for that, one battery for that, and I've got a double charger, That obviously doesn't, that's not exactly a case, is it? And we get some, I think, that's the side bracket and a screw, like that, to put on there. Why that one has it on, this one doesn't, I couldn't tell you. And we've got 3 of these, which I think they're more hardened to work with these ones, but time will tell. So we'll give those a go today. Well, for the next few years, really, see how they go. I hope this is good. This one certainly has been absolutely incredible. When it had a battery charge light indicator here, you can see 2. They may have dropped that on this, I don't know. Perhaps I'll probably press something and it will tell me. There you go, 1. And this one? 1 also. So perhaps I'll just stick one of those on charge. Great stuff. Not cheap, so I hope they're good. We'll see. I'm using one of these before, and he plugged it in with a battery already connected, and it just went fut straight away. And then I read somewhere in very badly translated English that it's got a fan, that you should connect the charger to the power before you connect the battery. I mean, that's good, but moving parts, how long is it going to last? We'll just have to see, eh? Certainly noisy enough. Here we go, eh? There it is. Until the chuck's less worn out. Oh, problem. So I'm going to have a go at this one, impact one, just as a test. And the battery's not fully charged, there's only 1 in it, but it's got something going. And haven't used one of these before already. This might be asking a bit much. But let's try them out, eh? One might just be able to go straight through there. Let's see. And you can. But I was right about the ear defenders. See, like, do I go and get them or do I do this other screw? Top business. I like this. Well, I'm going to give that a heads up yes rating, really. Great. Yeah. It works very well. Amazing. Sandy. Nope. Yeah. That's not bad. Get some clamps on there. I'll bolt it on. Right. quite sort of organic. I was a bit worried about this cutout in here, plus you got this here. So what really is there left in this section? Not a lot really, and that's like a key sort of middle point, isn't it? It's going to be the weakest section. So what I was going to do is get some all thread, put it through there, a couple of big bolts, maybe 3. One here, one here, and maybe one up top. So I'll do for one. I need 2 more the same. Dosh, that should do. I should really cut off all this loose crap here as well. When Penny's feeling better, that might be a nice job for her. Cool. I'm thinking of doing the same thing with this post here. So I'll add this one on. Good bit of thickness. So all the way up like that. Because again, this has got this joint in that my dad did quite a few years ago, which is kind of alright, but it's also at that sort of middle flex point, sort of worst place to have a weak point, I feel. So I'll cut that in a bit around the top, maybe take off this little 45-degree angle there and cut him shorter, and then we'll clamp that on, bolt it through, and then that and that on that far leg. I'm feeling like the front legs are now beefy rather than a little bit sketchy, you know. By the time we've added the weight of the roof on there, it's going to be, you know, a ton or so up there. So yeah, better to be too strong. I like the Victorians. Huh. Hey. Comme ça. Pretty good. Quite old, these hacksaws, but absolutely brilliant. Very light, rigid, easy to hold. No, they're not bulky. Don't know anything better. Different size blade options.